You see, all over the world right now, many people are fasting. A lot of people are fasting because coincidentally, two fasting periods are being observed together. That is the holy moment of Ramadan by the Muslims and the Lenten season by the Christians. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of the Global Health Pharmacist Podcast. Yeah, I know I've been AWOL for about 2 weeks. Yes, but that's because I've had a change of scenery and I've had some little challenges setting up, to make videos. If I was only making audios now, it would have been easier. But then I'd committed to this videos and I intend to see it. I don't want to revert to just making audios. And that's why you just see my face now. But then it's nice to see you again. Yeah. Is this my first episode in February? I don't think so. I think I've had one before now, right? Yes. Anyways, I could not pass this episode up because of a major reason. You see, all over the world right now, many people are fasting. A lot of people are fasting because coincidentally, two fasting periods are being observed together. That is the holy moment of Ramadan by the Muslims and the Lenten season by the Christians. Ramadan, of course, lasts for 30 days. Muslim faithfuls fast from dawn to sunset. That is, they eat only twice daily at dawn and at sunset. So the dawn, that's sahur, and sunset is iftar. The Christians, they fast for extended periods of time. Some eat only once daily in the evenings. Some eat, with their fasts in the afternoons, and others abstain from certain kinds of foods like meat and all of that. And all of these have effects on the body. And somebody might be wondering, I'm taking this kind of medication. How do I navigate this period? And I'm also a faithful religious person. I want to observe this fast. Hope one will not disturb another. Well, that's what I want to talk about today, which is why I am doing a remake video of an audio that I had already done, which is dosing during fasting. Yes, I'll be adding some little more details in this episode than I did during the audio. But then I'll still leave the link for the audio so that you can listen to that as well, because I believe that both will benefit you more. All right. Yes. So without further ado, let's get right into it. You see, a lot of people believe that science and religion do not mix. Science is right there and religion is right here. But then, both are not mutually exclusive. I believe that both actually have a meeting point. While science aims to understand the universe, understand what makes it tick, how it came to be, and I would say understand God, religion aims to actually also understand God and establish a relationship with Him. So basically, it's like what God has created, science is trying to explain, and that is it. So when it comes to observing some scientific things during religious periods like this, some people, are averse to it. I'm fasting, I can't take my medications this period. It will negate my fast. I'm fasting, I can't visit the hospital this period. I'm here to tell you that that shouldn't be. Yes, I am serious about it. You see, people take medications for different reasons. Some, they take supplements to enhance or maintain our bodily functions. Well, those you can decide to abstain from during fast. But there's some medications that you have to take to stay alive. There's some that you have to take for you to be healthy. These are non-negotiables. And these conditions that people experience can be categorized into two. There's the chronic condition and there are acute conditions. Chronic conditions are situations, diseases that affect people over a lifetime, and they have to take medications to treat them or maintain the body functions over that time, like hypertension, diabetes, hyperthyroidism, and the likes of that. And for acute conditions, you have your infections, you have your pain, your stomach upset, hyperacidity, like coughs or flus. You might have to take medications for shorter periods for that. And there are ways that you can approach all of this during fasting in which it will not affect your fast. Okay, and that is what I'm here to tell you. First, I would like to let you know what happens to your body when you eat, how the body functions normally. Then we'll look at what happens to the body during fasting, and then we'll marry it together, all right, so that you can understand better. When you eat your food, containing your nutrients, your carbohydrates, your proteins, your vitamins, your minerals, your water, okay, and your fats. See, the cell is the basic unit of life, and that is where majority of the things that make you function as a human happens. The cell has different parts. I'm sure that a lot of us learned that in biology, from your mitochondria to your nucleus to your vacuoles, to the cell membrane. All of these have their functions, okay? And the cell has a powerhouse, which is the mitochondria. This is where energy is utilized. Energy from food is converted to ATP, if you remember correctly. So you eat your food, for example, your carbs, which are carbohydrates, it breaks down from complex sugars into simple sugar like glucose. This glucose is absorbed into the body through your blood, enters your cell, goes to your mitochondria, converted to ATP for you to be able to carry out your normal bodily function. Okay, metabolism, walking, talking, and all of that, doing your daily activities. Yes, and you eat protein as well. They're broken down from complex proteins into amino acids, which are taken into the nucleus of the cell, into your DNA to build up the DNA so that the cell can have specific functions. That is how your liver cells knows that, oh, I'm of the liver, I should metabolize. The one of your kidney knows that, oh, I'm of the kidney, I should help to excrete waste product. Oh, the one of the eyes, oh, I'm of the eyes, I should help to see. Do you understand that? And your vitamins, they serve as coenzymes. They help your enzymes in the body to work better, to work faster, okay? They help activate these enzymes that help your normal bodily functions to be more efficient, okay? Yes, so there are processes in the body that the foods you eat have to go through for them to be digested, for those things to be taken into the cells. These enzymes help break down these things. You take medications, they have to be metabolized. These enzymes help them to break down and to do their functions, all right? Then we have the minerals as well, the macronutrients, the micronutrients. All of them come together to help bodily functions. Like your calcium, for example, helps your muscles to contract, help you to be able to move, movement, and all of that. Your potassium, for example, helps your heart muscles to contract to prevent arrhythmias and the likes. Your sodium helps in water retention when you need it, and when it's out of the body, the water retention is reduced so that your heart can function well, your kidneys can be fine. All of this we get from our foods, right? Now you are going without food for a long period of time. Of course, all of these processes will be slowed down. Metabolism will slow down. Energy will be in short supply. So what happens to the body during this time is what I'll be talking about next. You see, it has been made such that, and I believe it's God that made it so, that even when you are not actively consuming anything, you still have some stock of energy in your body, okay, to help you function. So glucose, for example, is stored in your liver as glycogen, so that whenever you do not have glucose anymore in your blood to help with energy, the glycogen is converted back to glucose for the body to use. There are also fat deposits in the body, okay, the adipose tissues, we call them, in different parts of the body, like your waist, your hips, your stomach region, okay, that could be used also as energy in the absence of glucose. All of these, they're like reserves that are there. Also, the blood is made up of 70% of water, such that even when you do not drink water actively, you still have some kind of water in your body helping you in your bodily functions, helping your blood to move around, to regulate your temperature. You even have some form of water in your mouth as your saliva. Although if you go long without water, the saliva will be drier and you feel it. But at least for the basic things you need, the water is still there. So this stock is there, so that when you go for a long time without food, you are still able to survive. Your body is still able to function, maybe not at the optimal, but at least at the basic level. Now, you're taking a chronic medication, for example, for hypertension, and you're fasting. How do you go about it? The good news is that most of these chronic medications are taken once daily. Most, I said, not all. So, while you're taking your so in the morning, you can take it for those that you definitely have to take in the morning. And for those that you definitely have to take at night, you take it at night during your iftar, right? And as Christians, while you're breaking your fast, just take the medication. But there are some medications that you have to take at specific times of the day because of mainly the adverse effect. Let's say a medication causes insomnia, for example, that is inability to sleep. You won't want to take that at night, right? Because it will not cause you to sleep over that. Talk to your care provider about this. If there's an alternative that you can take at night, they would recommend. And if it's a non-negotiable, then you take it in the morning, eat something very early in the morning, go through your fast during the day, eat again at night. That is still fasting, in my opinion, because you have to be flexible in all of these things, because at the end of the day, your health is what matters most. If you're not alive, you will not be able to observe this fast. Then there are medications that you have to take twice daily, that is every 12 hours in the morning and at night. I think this has explained itself in the sense that taking the morning, take it at night, just like I explained for the ones daily ending. But then there are some that you have to take every 8 hours, morning, afternoon, night. How do you go about this? The best option is this, okay? Take it in the morning and at night. Skip the afternoon since you're fasting, okay? Why? It's because majority of medications, or some of them, they do not have a rigid half-life. Half-life is what determines why you take your medication or the interval between them. Some go between 8 to 12 hours or 8 to 10 hours, not particularly 8 hours. So there's still some allowances. So if you take it in the morning and at night alone, it's better than not taking it at all, right? Some you might have to take for longer. If, say, for an acute condition now, you have to take your medication 3 times daily, but because you're fasting, you decide to take it twice daily. We're supposed to take it for 5 days. Now you might have to take it for 10 days or for 7 days, right? But please, like I always say, speak to your healthcare provider. Pharmacists are everywhere near you. So you just walk in. You don't have to be a regular customer of that place. Just walk in, ask for your pharmacist. Pharmacist, I'm fasting and observing Ramadan fast. I'm observing Lent fast. I'm not eating this period and I have to take these medications. Please advise me how to take them. I'm sure that they'll be very glad to explain to you how you can go about it and still maintain your health. Also, visit your hospitals, talk to your doctors. Doctor, this is the situation. How do I go about it? They'll advise you, and if they have to refer you to other healthcare professionals like your pharmacist or your dietitian, they will do the same. It's all for your health, okay? That is for 3 times daily dose, right? But if you have to take it more than 3 times, say 4 times daily every 6 hours, if you can take it for twice daily, they will let you know. And if you can't, they will let you know as well. Then, I believe that there are other ways to go about these things. You have to take that time off, say 1 week, take the medications you should, then go back to your fasting. I don't think there's anything wrong in that. There's some religion that allows that, and you pay back those days that you didn't fast. And if possible, you can just continue with the rest of the fast. It's all for your health, right? So I believe that flexibility should be a factor in religion, especially when it comes to your health. That is the basic thing I want you to know, okay? So do not, because you're fasting, stay away from your medications. It might be fatal. It might make your conditions worse. Just seek the advice of your healthcare professional. But I'm talking to you as an experienced healthcare professional as well. Okay, so if you have comments or questions, ask in the comment section. I don't think any religion is against you taking medication during fasting, at least from what I know. Or if there are religions like that, please also let me know in the comments. All right, now to injections, injectables, eye drops. This you don't have to take through your mouth, right? So I do not believe that you should stay away from these medications during fasting. There's no logical reason for that. Yeah, your eye drops you might have to take every 3 hours, every 4 hours, as the frequency may be. You should take them because you're not taking them into your mouth. Yes, there's some eye drops that leave some aftertaste in the mouth, but those are basically antibiotic eye drops, really. If it's a condition in which you really have to take it for your eyesight, then please do. Wash your mouth with water after. It's better than not taking it at all. Or for people taking inhalers, do you understand? that has to take some inhalers or discuss. It's for your health. You have to take this, not because, oh, it's going in my mouth and I'm fasting, I'll stay away from it. Like I said, it might be dangerous. So please, let's just apply some flexibility to taking medications and maintaining our health during this fasting period. It is very, very important. Speak to your healthcare providers. It is very, very important. Yeah. And then there's some medications that you can take with food or without food. Okay, some medications that have to be taken with food are for two reasons. One, because of irritation of the gastrointestinal tract, which causes the side effects of medications like nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, or because the food will actually enhance the absorption of these medications, like fatty meals or meal. Some medications they will ask you take this in food. Is because those foods will actually enhance the absorption of the medications. Then there's some that you should take without food so that the food will not impede the absorption of those medications. So there are specific drugs like that. And there are other drugs that it doesn't matter with or without food. But then sometimes without food in your stomach, if you take medications, it might enhance or amplify the side effects. Dizziness, I've talked about nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, confusion sometimes. So if you have something in your stomach, don't just go there. God understands I'm fasting. Let me just take it without eating anything. You might be harming yourself. So please, avail yourselves of this information and know the medications you should take with food, know the ones you should take without food, and know the ones that you can take with or without food. I have an episode on that as well. Trust it. So I'll leave the link as well. Please be sure to listen to all of this. Like I said, I'll do a remake of some of these episodes in video format since you guys like the video so much. That doesn't mean I will still not use this one as audio, right? Because I believe that I've made some comments or I've added some information that were not in the last one. Like, yes, so that's what I have to talk to you about today. I hope that you've gotten something. If there's any takeaway from this, it is this. Do not, because you're fasting, neglect your health. Do not, because you're fasting, leave your medications untaken. If unsure how to go about it, talk to your healthcare provider. Okay? And that is it. Thank you so much for listening on to this point. I'll see you in my next one. Like I said, I'm still trying to set up, right? But then I won't let that, deter me from giving you your much needed health advice, especially when it comes to global health and your medication. Most beautiful Ramadan Kareem, and to the Christians, happy Lenten season. So I'll see you next time. Stay healthy and God bless you. Bye.